Hey everyone, I'm Nate.
And I'm Abby.
We're the TheRcSaylors, and today we're out at our airfield to test a 5.8 Ghz FPV toy grade quadcopter by WLToys. Now that's very exciting because it seems like every time we get our hands on a WLToys, for whatever reason, it seems to be a pretty good bang for your buck. Now this is a ready to fly unit hexacopter with this really cool bouncy cage all over it. This makes me believe that you could probably fly this inside very easily. And man, doesn't that look really awesome? I just think that looks cool. For a hexacopter, it's a good looking design, and I kind of like that spider web, really bouncy, lightweight plastic cage on there. You see, it's very, very bouncy. So you're gonna be able to really run into just about anything and it just bounce right off and be okay. Now, this also comes with a really nice looking 5.8 gigahertz video, but 2.4 gigahertz receiving, flight channel transmitter. We have our sun shield. It just pops off, doesn't it?
I did that too.
Okay, I just did it wrong. And then it pops on. So in other words, you don't have to have that on there if you don't want it. But it's kind of nice to leave it on, especially if you're flying outside. Now, no altitude hold. This is going to be a full throttle control quadcopter. And it does have a rechargeable battery in this. Yeah! I love rechargeable batteries in the transmitters, especially when you're flying with a video feed, because it'll eat up your AA's. It has back here 500 milliamp 3.7 volt LiPo battery that's going to last a little while. It does have, there's some sticky Velcro in there, so we can hook that up to be Velcroed in. I like that. The transmitter battery charges on this little USB cord, so that's very nice that it comes with a little charger for that. And then the quad battery. Quad battery has this nice little, it's getting windy, so I got to hold on to some stuff. Charges USB as well, and it can charge 2 at one time. Now the downside to this is that it's a proprietary casing around that battery. So you see it's a pretty simple battery in there, but they have it wired up to this little harness to make it proprietary. You can pick up another battery and charge 2 at once, and as long as you got a couple of these batteries, it's really no big deal that it's proprietary, in my opinion, as long as it works well. Then we do have a micro SD card converter here, and the micro SD card is popped into the quad or the hex already, so that's nice.
I think it was like a 4 gig card.
You can film your flights, and I'm holding onto this bag so it doesn't blow away. It has 6 spare props in there since it's a hexacopter, and I'm leaning on this so it doesn't blow away. This is the instructions. Really the only thing in here that I find useful are the labeled buttons. And they're broken English, but it'll get the job done. So I'm able to read it to fly. That's exactly what I want to do. I want to fly this WLToys FPV hexacopter for you guys. I'm very excited. I hope it works out well. If it does, as you know, in all of our videos, we'll have it linked in the description box below if you want to check it out for yourself. And well, let's get this thing in the air. Okay, we got a connection. Hex on first. There's no on-off switch, so you pop the battery in, and it'll beep a bit. Then you turn this on. The lights will change, throttle up and down. I'm going to go ahead and press video. We should be filming, and let's fly. I'm excited. So first things first, it's not doing the wind very well.
Rates.
So I'm in rate 2 now, and we're still struggling with a very light breeze. The rate 3 seems to be very manageable. So rate 3 for outside for sure. This may be an indoor flight. Now I'm looking down at my screen here because this is 5.8 gigahertz to fly, but it's doing a fine job.
Fly lower.
Okay. Hard to tell while I'm FPVing.
I can't film you with, oh geez. Can't film the 2 things at once.
Sorry about that. It's hard to tell. Watching the FPV monitor, I didn't think I was that high for something so small though. This actually works pretty well. Okay, let's see. I think I have rolls. I can do flips as well.
So is there a delay on the FPV?
Oh no, it's 5.8 gigahertz, so no delay. Very nice. The transmitter feels really good too. I like that a lot. So I gotta know how's that cage going. I think I gotta do a flip, and then I want to see how the little cage does. Is that a flip? I can't remember. Maybe it won't do it while I'm filming.
Left side.
Yeah. So that's rates, and then it's supposed to be this button up here, flips, but it's not doing them.
Filming.
I'll stop filming, and now let's see if it'll do a flip. Sometimes while you're filming, quads and hexes won't let you. No flips.
Okay, try.
Interesting.
Try a couple other buttons. Maybe they have it labeled on them. Like click the stick.
Okay, that's headless mode.
Let's try that.
Doesn't work.
Doesn't work. Headless
No,
mode does not work.
Don't work. Not very well. Now let's return to home. It's going back where it took off, so that was pretty good. Yeah.
What about if you click the right stick? Does that do anything?
Let me take a picture really fast. Clicking the right stick was headless mode.
Oh, okay.
Taking a picture for you guys right there. Okay, and now let's go back to video because it actually is pretty cool. So I'm not getting any static in my feed, but I'm flying close, and it's no delay. It says HD in the corner. It's kind of funny. It is kind of HD, but it's just funny that they display it.
There's only just a little bit of flashing.
Yeah,
No
but
static,
I mean, for
really.
5.8 gigahertz, that is amazing. I'm actually flying at FPV right now, no problem. Everybody always wants to know on those Wi-Fi quads, do you have a delay? Well, yeah, you do. It's Wi-Fi FPV. There's always going to be a little delay, at least in today's technology on cheaper stuff. This, however, I'm still flying, totally just watching the screen. No delay. It's a lot of fun because it's 5.8 gigahertz. And I like this.
I wonder why the flips aren't working.
Sorry, Abby, I know.
It's alright.
But I got my video feed.
Really close
I don't know
shot
about
of
the
Nathan's
flips,
face.
but to be honest, I really don't care about the flips. I'm flying FPV and having a great time. This is awesome.
Okay, there you are.
I can see the field. Oh, I think I lost my signal right there.
Where are you? Get over
Above us.
there!
I'm coming down. I think I lost my signal, but I was really high and far away, so.
What in the world? You are crazy today.
Well, I'm flying FPV, you know? So I'm gonna save that video, make sure it saves, and just fly around line of sight so you can get some cool shots of it. But I can honestly say that the FPV works quite nicely, and if you were flying this inside, it'd be a great indoor FPV hexacopter because of the size.
Did you try to press and hold the flip button?
I did, yeah. See, I'm holding it and just not getting anything. I don't know if it does the flips. I tap that, hold it, it does nothing. You know, no flips. So if you guys have this, I'm doing something wrong, please let me know in the comments section, but I cannot figure the flips out.
What about trim buttons? Is trim just trim?
Yeah, they are.
Okay. Someone asked us in the comments a while back that they didn't understand what trim was. And trim is just to correct your quad if it seems to be drifting one way or the other.
Yeah, so let's show them really fast. If our quad or hex or whatever is flying, let's say to the right, by itself. And so if I take my hands off the controls and it just wants to go to the right, on your transmitter you have little buttons. And there's two by the right stick. There we go, out of juice. That's fine, I'll finish this. So let's say it's going to the right by itself. All you're doing is giving it throttle, but it still just goes to the right. What you can do is trim to the left here. See, on this one, it's right here, but most of the time it would be under the right stick. You can press left once or twice, and it'll probably go still to the right, but not as much if it's going quickly. And just keep pressing that left until it doesn't want to go to the right anymore. Same with any direction. If it's going away, maybe you want to press back a few times. And eventually you should trim it out to the point where it just wants to hover when you're just flying with the left stick. I will say my FPV battery is down to its last bar, so I'm guessing that you're going to need to charge the battery in the transmitter
every time.
Every flight.
Yeah.
Probably won't last more than one flight. Because of the indicator there. Let me turn this off. We've got blinking lights on the hex that I didn't pay attention to. Just get everything turned off.
That cage seems to be really good. I'm sure you could like bounce that off ceilings and that would be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, this is definitely not much of an outdoor flyer in the wind. I was in the highest rate, but I mean I was flying okay. Sorry. But maybe for a less experienced pilot, if you're newer, my hands are so cold and that battery's a little warm. I'm holding on to it. Oh, it feels good. My fingers are numb. It's cold out. This is a good indoor hexacopter. It's pretty quiet too, so if you're going to fly something inside, you'd want it to be pretty quiet. Man, it just looks cool. I like the design of it. The transmitter felt great. I know we spent a lot of time trying to figure out what the flips, how to get the flips to work, but take my word for it, that's not a deal breaker, at least for me. And I've flown hundreds of quadcopters or hexacopters. Flips, if you have a quad or a hex that'll do them, And after you've done them, you know, 10 times, you don't really do a lot of flips. It's kind of fun to show off once or twice, but you generally don't do a lot of flips when you're flying around. At least most people that I know. The transmitter is definitely worth talking about because it worked really well. I had no range issues, although I think the hex cut out a tiny bit when I was really far and really high away. I'm not sure if Abby caught that, but it only cut out for about a second. And the video feed never cut out. It only had small pops of static occasionally. So I hope that the SD card recorded my actual experience well. I'm pretty confident that it recorded it. The proprietary battery, though it's proprietary, worked really well. So that's not an issue for me. Definitely not a deal breaker. I would probably pick up a second one of these because the charger charges 2 batteries at once. All in all, definitely another win from WLToys. So far I've been very impressed with what they have to offer, from hexacopters to quadcopters all the way down to ground vehicles. We did a ground vehicle from them not long ago. It was a $65 buggy with pre-installed lights. It did an amazing job. That's definitely a win. If you happen to get one of these, hold on to it. It's awesome. If you don't have one, and you don't have anything quite like this, if you don't have a hexacopter that'll do 5.8 gigahertz FPV, hey, this is where it's at. You know, a while ago, Abby, we had a hexacopter that did FPV, and it's a very popular video on our channel. People still go back to that one and ask, where can I buy this? It's been discontinued. Well, this may be the new best hexacopter, way under $100. So that's pretty awesome.
Especially for indoors, I'm sure.
Definitely, yeah. Well, sorry you didn't get to fly this one, Abby. Maybe we'll get you in the air on the next one. This is linked in the description box below if you want to check it out for yourself. And thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next video.